Okay, so for those of you who haven't heard about Never Alone before, it's actually a really cool game that was on the initiative of the Inupiat community from Alaska, and their First Nations community. And they basically felt that they had a very great asset, which is their culture, that they wanted to share with future generations. And they were thinking, how can we do this? And they decided that a video game would be a great way to achieve that cultural transmission. The thing I think is really interesting is that what you'll see as well when we start playing is that there's sort of two different levels of storytelling. We have one which is kind of a folklore mythology, which you can see as kind of like a campfire story almost, and the other which is kind of like a documentary. So, shall we check it out?
Yeah. Well, campfire story, and also really sort of speaking to the core values of this culture. So it is a campfire story, which many times in these communities it is sort of a campfire story. But at the same time, it's filled with all those very big values that you want to tell to your kids. You want to give them to your kids, to the rest of your community.
And the whole point, of course, is that this is like transmitted from generation to generation, because it teaches all kinds of core values and traditions of the community itself.
Want to scoot in a bit closer, Vincent? You can actually both be on screen.
I can.
So
we are fine.
I'm in, kind of.
Yeah, you're in, kind of.
Yeah, I'm in, kind of. So.
New game?
Yes.
Cats want to be in the images we
All progress is
Oh, progress is
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I actually was playing this with my well, Haley's little brothers and sister, and they also really liked it. They were really into the whole element of it.
Before we even begin, we have 4 new insights that we can watch. So I think we can start with the first one, right?
Sure,
Just
let's
to
go.
give people an idea of what it looks like?
Yep.
Okay.
One of the things I think a lot of people need to understand is we aren't a museum piece. The Inupiat people are a living people and a living culture. Even though we're in northern Alaska, which covers this vast area from Nome all the way over the Canadian border, is that there is this extreme value of interconnectedness and interdependence.
It's a hunting society, a gathering society from thousands of years.
This is what creates our culture.
That special relationship between humans and the natural world and the animals, and that it teaches you how to have a society that doesn't do too much harm to the world.
Love and respect for nature, for one another, for our elders. Very, very fundamental value, key to life.
Our values are something that bind us all. The importance of sharing with one another, the importance of spirituality, and the connection to the land, our traditions, how we hunt, sharing of stories and songs and dances.
I'm Inupiat. I'm from the Arctic Ocean. It's very important to me. It's who I am as a person.
And we're very proud of who we are, and we want to continue that.
Nice.
So I think we'll not watch all the cultural insights, but we'll just watch a few of them now and then, right?
Yeah, we'll watch a few.
Yeah, okay. We'll just start the...
We need to watch the third at some point, not now.
Yeah.
When it's up, because it's very important about the game as well.
Yeah. Okay, so we just continue for now. It's so beautiful.
It's a beautiful game.
And it's in their own language, which is also an important part of the game because the knowledge of the language needs to be passed on as well.
Inyuneakotik ano kautivais. Ano hulinga ilaksa. Ano hulinga ilak pasyone. Kisay ma paniranya ilaksa. Yubiak siya karolo. Kisay ma isumda. Tapura si kangit siga summan ano huli siguro kumakan summan ano huli nga ilagaman tapos si kangit siga summan ano huli siguro kumakan.
So this is the basic premise of the game, which is a typical hero's journey, as I've been reading.
Oh, very good.
Which basically starts with the hero being at home, then starting out on a journey to solve some sort of problem in an unknown and dangerous world, and in the end returning home.
Returning home, and also bringing stuff that he or she found.
New knowledge and
new
insight.
knowledge and tools.
But in that sense, it's more traditional set.
It is a traditional story, but on the other hand, in a very new medium.
Yeah.
So this is where we start.
No, well, not we.
Me. This is where I
You don't
start.
find me in some
Spoilers!
Uh-oh. Run. Which one wants it again?
Run.
Okay. I can do this.
It's much better than the first time I said to play this.
I'm not a professional, of course.
You're outrunning the bear. That's not very nice.
Ah.
You're outrunning. He's hungry.
No.
It's to eat human.
Yes.
No, I'm running. No.
There, the narration here. Let go. Press X.
Yes. I'm pressing X.
Yeah, you're there. Don't worry.
Okay, what do I need to do?
Lure him onto the ice.
Oh,
Now
to
you
the,
got
on
it.
the ice? Okay. Cool. And then I can jump over. I've never played this yet. Okay.
Lure him up there.
Learning. Yes. Learning can be doing.
Okay.
Jump back.
Yeah, of course, we all know that ice bears, they're polar bears are terrible swimmers.
Yeah.
So we have a narrator chipping in at some point of the game here.
And what I just like.
Unfortunately, you have to read the subtitles, which
No, but you know what? I was just saying, I really like it because you can hear in their voices, the way they're telling it, that this is really a certain type of story.
This one.
Yeah.
And it's a story that's also meant to, not only sort of tell you about the dangers of polar bears or blizzards, it's also fun, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure that if they're telling this story and they're sort of telling how this girl or this fox outwitted the polar bear, they're making all sorts of big things. I'm just sort of projecting from what I know from South America.
True.
We're just gonna start this cultural insight piece on the fox.
Because the fox is the cutest animal in the world. The Arctic fox. It's in my top 3. Don't you think?
A good friend with the fox.
Yeah, I like platypus. The platypus is a pretty cute animal. Arctic fox, and then.
As far as animals that I can relate to, the sloth would be probably on my top one.
Let's see.
When you let her out, she go prancing out in the snow, jumping in the air. I know she was happy then. Come running at me and jump on my chest, knock me backwards, lick my face, and I try not to let it. So that was my memory of my grandpa's pet dogs.
That's nice.
Actually, it's related to personal memories.
There you have, yeah, that's another. It's also a personal story. That's I really like that. I really like how they interweave all those, and that's what you do when you're telling a good story. You're interweaving cultural knowledge with your own personal perspectives.
There we go. Nice fox. Just left. The cat has just left. We have no companion.
Oh. Again?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I remembered.
The fox remembers.
Whoopsie.
Fox knows.
Hey, Fox. Stop abandoning me.
Stops laughing.
I fell over again.
You need to press.
I know.
Oh, press circuit.
It's the one right from.
Said the fox.
Said the fox. While he was blown away.
So we should see the video afterwards.
Yeah, we should watch the video of the animal spirit.
We could probably do it now, right?
Ha! Don't jump that soon. They disappear.
Do they? Oh, you jump first?
Yeah, because the fox is the one controlling.
Yeah,
you're the spirit.
See, you have to go forward now. Go in the front. See, it moves. If you go in the back, it moves backwards.
Here, so let's check the cultural insight on the...
On spirits. There we go.
It's important to say that you are prompted when you first play this game.
Yeah.
You are prompted to sort of have a look.
Sila is the weather. It also means the atmosphere. Here's the Nuna, or the land, and it's anything from the land into the moon, the sun, the stars. That's Sila.
It's a very spiritual, and we have a relationship with Sila. Sila has a soul in the same way we do as people, in the same way animals do.
I think spirit helpers in and of themselves are really about how we're connected with things. And so it may be that there's a spirit helper that shows themselves as a bird to show you the way home, or it may be a spirit helper that actually decides to show themselves with the face and body of a man instead of their animal form. And so I think one of the things that's hard to understand is that it's not one way of seeing things, it's one way of knowing you're connected to everything.
We've always had that spirituality of everything around us.
It's the interaction you have with the air you breathe, the ocean that you gather resources from, the rivers from which you gather fish, the tundra from which you pick berries, the animals that give themselves. It's all of that.
Very nice. Yeah, we're following this time because it's a very relaxing
such
game.
A beautiful game.
It's beautiful but relaxing as well. I Except when the part when you have to platform like crazy, but this
Oh,
is,
god damn it.
it's a very relaxing game.
So now you have to guide the spirit.
No. You can jump.
Can I jump from here?
Listening to this narration makes me want to learn this language.
It's so beautiful.
It is it's a very beautiful language to listen to. But just imagine how if you're actually a kid from one of these communities, you're like, yeah, our language is beautiful. We wanna make sure that it survives.
Yeah, and I think it's great that they, from the beginning, they didn't only need to intend it to preserve their culture for their own younger generations,
no,
but also to
come on.
teach other cultures about their culture.
Yeah, dude, seriously, jump mechanics, not that good.
Yeah, right.
No, I have to say that it has a bit of a I like it actually. It has a bit of a weight to it, the jump mechanic. It's not like
Exactly.
floating.
I don't like that.
Oh.
If I press the jump, it has to jump.
Yeah.
There's no delay allowed.
No, but it has to feel natural. Because you're playing.
But back to the language, I'm sure that they're in those little things that they're telling us. They're telling us so much more actually than they are able to translate into English. I mean, I don't have much comparison, but I've studied a bit of Trio, Native American language from Suriname, or indigenous language from Suriname. And there was so much in that language, the concepts that we just can't express in Dutch or English or French or whatever European language. I'm sure that it's in here as well. So yeah, it's not gonna happen, but I would wish I understood more from it.
You have to guide it to me.
But I'm trying to. Isn't there like another one there? You have to jump up there. See?
I think you have to get that one as well, no? Or no? It's just there?
Yeah.
It's just there. Yeah, so we're on our way back to the village after finding the fox, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
You can't go that fast because they're like despawning. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, I suddenly remembered.
Yeah, I don't really get how the village came to be destroyed. No. Is that the evil guy?
It's the evil guy. Here.
Spoilers.
No spoilers. No spoilers. Oh no, it's not here yet. Is it?
Don't worry. I think it's a bit further on.
Yeah, we can continue. So this is like the sub-story within this story.
Yeah.
Sadness acute.
Ouch.
Well, it's every story needs an enemy. That's one of the things.
Iveaqsiaraloolu
We generally lack those in
ivita
archaeology.
tautuqtanik. Tautuqunartuaq
Yeah.
suminganik.
So for looters.
Well, exactly.
Iveaqsiaraloolu
I mean, you could bring those things more to the fore in how we communicate with the audience about that.
I mean, looters, ISIS destruction. I guess there are.
Tamanga tumawaq tomi. Qaqraqpam inyoaq.
Or you could point out to enemies that the people that you are actually researching had in the past. Because this is a fact of life that we're sort of not always trying to be that sort of working on. Is that these people were living in worlds like this, where you had these nasty men, people who were just going in to destroy your village.
Okay,
We have to jump with the.
That sucked.
Jump with the wind. Not
Vincent is here to keep up our PG-13 rating.
No, but so far, on how the story is being told, so we have the inclusion of a narrator who usually just brings you up to terms with what's happening now. So things that you see, what we were saying before, like, you know, you see a burned village and it just makes you part of the story. It makes you feel like you are actually interacting with the whole thing.
And of course with the level design as well.
Yeah.
This is also in that sense holistic, really for following through with it. You're now in a abandoned village.
And this pipe that he's holding in his hand, judging from the design, looks like a museum piece, like an actual piece that they've.
It is. We can see it on the video.
Very good example of 3D archaeology.
Yeah.
But it's important to note that the difference between the narration and the games is that this is a linear 2D platformer, and it's much easier to integrate narration when you can only go one way. But in Bastion, you could go not anywhere, but you could move around. It was not, although in the end you had one way to go forward. It felt more sandboxy than.
We have to see this one.
Yes.
Also about the.
Yeah, I guess
little people.
I guess that is.
That's important. Yes, that's important.
They're just like other people. They just happen to be very small and extremely strong.
These are stories that are common throughout Alaska. Normally the people are in size from your elbow to the tips of your fingers, and they possess superhuman strength. So they may be tiny, but they can carry a whole caribou.
And if you go up north and you talk to a number of the people in the community, they'll talk about having seen the little people.
There's a place at home that we know, but we don't profess it to anybody.
But it's not like the boogeyman.
They can be mischievous, they can be ornery, or they can be helpers.
And every now and then, we might have the opportunity to see them, especially if they want us to see them.
The fact that it's across Alaska really tells you something about our history and how we interacted with nature around us.
Well, the fact that you see them or not is probably related to the amount of pipe you smoke.
No. It's.
No, but it's a matter of belief. It's a matter of.
Nice.
It's a cultural.
It's a cultural mode.
Thing,
just like.
They're just there. They exist for this culture.
I've never been to Alaska. It's high on my list, but in a sense, it's like modern day Iceland.
It's
where
Alaska is.
Many people sort of don't really want to confess that they believe in elves and trolls, but they do, and that's part of their lives, and that's how they will definitely keep that in. And they don't need to smoke pipes or anything for it.
No, it's a
Although, of course, in reality, that does help with scenes. In many cultures, I mean, in the Caribbean, the way to engage with the spirits. That was the.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I mean, there's a lot of people that like if you got like the roots, what they're called, that just basically it comes down to narcotics, of course, but they do it to get close to the spirituality. We laugh at it and call it a trip and tripping balls, but it's for some people it's like really good to connect with their spirituality.
My kindergarten teacher, very Dutch blood she was. She every time she came home at night, there was a leprechaun waiting for her. She told that to all of us. She's like, yeah, last night I came home, the leprechaun was there, he had a gift for me, and so I'll show you the gift now. And, like, and we all believed that, we were kids. You know, like, sure, I mean, you know, of course there's a leprechaun waiting for you.
No, you have to wait because it throws them.
Oh,
fox!
Oh, that's
For
nice.
fuck's
No,
sake.
for fuck's sake. So that's how we keep our PG rating down. For fuck's sake.
So we try to lure them to
Yeah.
throw on this side, and then we run to the other side, right? That's how.
Yes, exactly. So that's a very interesting question on how you can keep this whole discussion on drug use or like in other cultures in a game which has soul, because it's a cultural thing. And the fact that we, you know, in our society it's considered to be something really bad. Not in the Netherlands.
No, you know, okay.
But in the rest of the world.
It's important to say we're in the Netherlands. So.
Yeah. So it's a thing that has to be somehow conveyed through
That
the
is
game.
Yeah, sure.
And that's a very nice way to convey this kind of message,
we could
I
check
think.
the cultural insight that has to do with the drumming, that we just found the drum.
Just glitch.
That was a glitch.
That was a glitch. There's something on the drum. Yeah, we should listen to that.
This one's really nice.
Drum is something that's common to all cultures in Alaska. All cultures have a drum that may have some stylistic differences or differences in the materials that it's made, but it's still a recognition of life and vitality. And the drum mirrors the heartbeat. And when you continue drumming soon, it will be in line with your heartbeat. Because that's what it's supposed to be, the heartbeat of the community. And it symbolizes vitality. And it's the most tremendous feeling to be in a room and to have one long row of all the drummers and to have that feeling of unity, everyone beating in harmony. The drums
Actually doing the robot?
It's the most beautiful feeling.
That was hilarious.
Connected, you're all
That's awesome.
that you are connected to. And even if you grew up outside the community, that which is in you comes from this area. And it's the greatest feeling.
It's so awesome. The primalness of that kind of music. You know? It's so primal.
Just the drum. Yeah, just the drum. And that's it.
No iPhones or iPods or I don't know what live set or it's just
it's rhythm. It's just that's sort of that's the base. It's just rhythm.
Yeah.
They must have had a lot of fun making these as well.
Ah, yeah.
They should do outtakes, like a hit, like a secret area you can find where you can find all the outtakes.
Easter egg outtakes.
Easter egg outtakes.
And you have to jump on left, right, left.
Oh yeah, I did that before, but I didn't say I could put on push on the right one. Oh, you want a rope?
Yes, please.
Really?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Yeah, but you need to bring the box.
Oh yeah, I need to bring this.
Yeah, it's not only him. You also need to do something for him.
I do all kinds of stuff. I can't remember how I did this. Oh yeah. I can remember. Calm down, Fox.
What I also think is really cool is that actually in this story it is a girl or a young woman who's doing all of this.
Yeah, it's a girl. Apparently, they had a lot of discussions whether they would take a girl or a boy, a fox or a wolf, and they got feedback from the community on several times and changed the game depending on what they said.
So why do we know anything about why they prefer the girl?
Was to counter like lots of these negatives or like negative stereotypes of Native Americans that had been around through games and movies and other media, in which you have this sort of Pocahontas babes kind of style.
Oh, she's a babe. Oh yeah.
So they really decided to pick something that was like more. I mean, if you see how she's dressed, this is the kind of clothing they would wear. This is what you see in the photos.
That's what you want to wear in the Arctic. I mean, exactly. You don't want to walk around like Pocahontas in your skimpy leather outfit.
Exactly. So now we've returned the drum. Now we have to find the bad guys still, I think, right?
Oh, this is... I hope we make it to the bit with the Northern Lights.
Oh, I think we will.
Oh,
you need to ring the... Yeah,
the bola.
The bola.
Oh yeah, I remember.
There you go, your bola.
But the, so that was a very interesting, and it's a very interesting part of the game in general, the way that it generates the terrain. Because the wind blew and then it crumbled down the entire building and then you could walk on it. So it really...
It's not too linear in the sense of like, yeah, you can't go there because there's a wall there. It's really now, the building has blown down and now it's logical that you can go there.
And it's also, it makes you, think that the wind actually impacted their lives and it impacted their building. So in a way, not the gameplay, but the generation of the level shows you how people live. That this was part of their life conditions.
Sure.
And the snow as well.
Yeah.
And the blizzards, of course.
Claro que sí, I mean. This is complicated.
And it's nice because they actually went to museums to look at bolas and things that they had in collections. Oh, this was horrible.
Ain't much.
There we go.
Don't give me sass, Fox. It gets blown away by the wind.
Yeah.
I was pressing circle. How the
fox did you not?
Yeah.
No, you have to crawl under.
Impossible.
Crawl in, and you have to bring me the spirit.
Oh.
Bring it. Come to me. Yes. Now I have. No. Go. Jump on it. Yes. And now come back. You can't switch around.
That's a well-known fact. Can't switch around when you're modeling.
Okay.
This one?
Oh. This is horrible. Now we run. He wants the magic bola. No.
That wasn't fast enough.
Really?
You try the bola. It's not that
really
easy.
Not
it's
that
not that
easy.
easy.
If you think jumping is difficult, try the bola.
I like that they can just call it the terrible man. Yeah. They don't need to explain what it is. He's just a terrible man.
hitbox is screwy.
Don't run ahead of me.
Yeah.
That was not a good hitbox. Totally missed me.
Yeah, but it didn't really matter because he was already broken.
Yeah. I was trying to lure him away from Luna.
Oh, you're such a hero.
We're talking about hitbox.
Yeah. I now discovered the best tactic is to like walk up to the thing
And just throw it.
and just throw it. Uh-oh. No.
Annap khaslik kalwak
Phew.
agalan igilang sa kakanaksisin yakta.